I wish I could say that I'm studying my return on investment in that way. Some trips are a loss and some trips are a win. The budget for my overall office is tremendously expensive. We're spending hundreds of thousands a month in technology, media, press, infrastructure, travel. So it's just a part of what we do. Um, I have traveled to China and Hong Kong and Europe and pretty much everywhere else in the world. And a lot of times there's not an immediate return. Sometimes it's just about building a relationship. And at the end of the day, this business is a relationship-based business. So maybe I'll fly to China to meet a billionaire out of Hong Kong and have a dinner. And that may not equate to immediate revenue, but a year later, his aunt, uncle, or him or her may be ready to buy that 50, 60, whatever it is, even $5 million house, and we see a return.
Mm-hmm.
So, sometimes it happens quick, and sometimes we list a house. I flew to Paris, I listed a $70 million house, and I sold it.
Mm-hmm.
Super great return, right?
Sure.
We got an amazing client. Sometimes it takes time and energy, but again, it's really hard to pinpoint what does work and what doesn't, which is why I just do everything. And I spend a ton of money, time and energy expanding. And that's the beauty of, what we do, I think. What drives me crazy about real estate in general is a lot of people think in the box and, they don't think out of the box. And I think from an investment standpoint and from a broker standpoint, the ones that are going to succeed are the ones that are thinking out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
And, I study companies and corporations and business, and anything that a multi-billion-dollar company does, if I can afford to do it and I can maintain it, I try to do that even on a smaller scale. What
are some examples of that?
I have two people, full-time press teams that work on our behalf. I always say the best way to advertise is editorial. Rich people read. And so, if we can get those great editorial articles, then we're going to be in a great position. Press, media, TV, I'm one of the headliners on CNBC, Secret Lives of Super Rich, that sells homes. Technology, hugely important. And there's multiple facets to technology. There's internet, there's, rebranding. There's 100 different ways to do it. There's YouTube channels. These are all really important elements. And as I think we move further, we're going to see that that's going to be even more important. And when I started in the business, it was who 100%. Mm-hmm. Who and who you have access to. That was the business. Mm-hmm. I think in today's world, because we're so technology based, everyone's kind of going online and they're figuring out what's right for them, who's right for them, what's wrong for them, and then making their decisions from there.